Hey,
bad
guy.
Where's the
video at?
Yeah, Plant, you shouldn't keep them waiting. God damn it. It's been long enough. It's been a fucking year. Come on.
Oh shit. Mm, you know what? I got it. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna give them at least one Nargigante gem. I'm not getting them myself, obviously. You can know where to get them. You know what? We'll get Wolf to do it. We'll get Wolf to do it. They won't mind. They won't mind. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
What do you mean? Wolf isn't here.
What was that?
Yeah, he left.
He left. What the fuck do you mean he left? He can't just leave.
What do you mean? What do you mean he couldn't have left? What? Do you not remember him talking about how he couldn't write a script? Yeah, he left. Yeah. Just me, you, and Chris, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. Okay. Hello, my fellow hunters. Today, we're going to be covering Kulve Taroth. And your Nargigante gems will be in the mail. I don't know. Ask the Palicos if you want to know where they are. But that's not the point. Let's get to the ecology. Alright. So before we can actually get into the ecology, we should probably get to the history in all of this. Now, before we get into the history, I just gotta say, if you harass anybody because of their ethnicity and their ethnicity's past, I will, and I promise you, hunters, I promise you, on my heart and soul in Zoro Magdaros, I'll lock you in a cell with...
A friendly Nohigante.
Our story begins in Latin America, before England even knew what chocolate was. Back in those days, we had the conquistadors, who used to
Commit war crimes.
all in the name for gold.
Did they invent taco as an instrument?
No, Sky, tacos were not an instrument. But they also went around looking for some gold so they could be rich. Like nobles. Understandable. Back to the history. So, the conquistadors looked high and low, just like anybody would if they were looking for gold. Personally, I'd say you should go look in the American Northwest. But a couple of people got shot, a couple of people died, the gold's gone, we don't talk about it. But I'm getting sidetracked. Back to the...
War crime people.
Okay, so they found this man of gold. A man who used to cover himself in gold in the culture of the Muisca people, called El Hombre Dorado. It should have been what they were looking for. It should have been good enough. The lake was literally filled with gold. Personally, I'm securing the bag. They personally said, give us all the rest of the gold you have or else we'll
Commit war crimes in.
fuck your llamas. Christopher Columbus actually did it. Look it up. Now, accurately, the Muisca people, after they've said we've pretty much given you all of our gold, leave us alone, decided, you know what? We're gonna send you off to the jungle. There's a huge city of gold. It's literally oozing off of the temples. It's in the rivers, it's in the streams, it's in the trees. I promise you, you just need to go and look for it. So they did. And they got their ass kicked by a bunch of warrior women. That's not including getting backstabbed. So what else lives in the Amazon? Piranhas, mosquitoes, anacondas, jaguars, anteaters, which have very short claws, by the way. And they have what? What? A fish that swims up your dick into your bladder? Well, shit. Nature works in mysterious ways. Alright, now we finally get to the whole setting of the place. Editor, give me some epic music. Editor, I said epic music, not some bland music. Please, come on. Okay, good. Now, We can see from the look of the place, and from the name El Dorado, it reminds you of an ancient city. But, instead of having any architecture there, they decided to say, not the best they want for my business, so let's just take all of this ancient city and put it into Rise. Now, I'd say it's a good use of resources. But, we can also see from all of this that they decided to give sprinkles of gold, maybe a little bit of pyrite. Don't worry, stay with me, I'll get to that later. And just have all of it molding through. Beautiful. Now, this is obviously a great place. Kulve Taroth needs to eat gold. So, she comes through here, does her little thing, gets more gold on herself. Beautiful, great, 10 out of 10 design, would absolutely go and excavate again. Okay, let's get to Kulve Taroth. Now, put down your rule 34, we're not doing that type of anatomy. But we're going to be looking at her blanket of gold that she wears like a dress. Now, you and I both know that this is gold. Hard, solid gold. Shit gotta be fucking electrocuted, bent, burned. The only way that shit's starting to flow beautifully is if it's hotter than a pizza roll straight out the oven. You feel the vibe. I feel the vibe. So, now like I was saying, her gold has to be flowing like lava. Magma has to be hotter than the inside of a pizza roll, straight out the oven. Hotter than chicken noodle soup, straight after cooking. Hotter than your mom on a Saturday night weekend. So I say that it's pyrite, because it's so hot. You can melt gold, you can melt pyrite. They're very close in temperature, because I can show you. Hold on, I got my facts. They're right here, right up here. I am not saying it because this is the 50th time I've had to try to repeat it, so there's going to be one on this side up top and one at the bottom. As you can see, very similar, very close. Easily, if you can melt this one, you can melt the other. So, I have a theory, a good theory, trust me, good conspiracy theory. It's like a good 5 out of 10. What if it's pyrite mixed with gold? Just like in some variations of growing ore, they usually use a seed ore. The seed ore may not even be the actual ore. They may just use it to grow it, like coal with diamonds, or carbon and charcoal for something else. So, my theory is, half of her dress, if not most of it, is pyrite. What I'm saying essentially is, her J's are fucking fake. Alright, some people from Astera say that you're not allowed to spread conspiracy theories that are not true. But that's just a theory, a copyrighted theory, and we're not getting claimed for that. Hopefully. Now back to Kulve Taroth. Now, you may be wondering, what does she eat? We can look at her teeth, for example. Her teeth seem like they are more jagged, but not jagged enough to cut through some flesh. Like Rathalos, or Odogaron, or maybe even Tsitsiyaku. But her teeth are jagged enough for her to eat rocks and crystals and quartz. We can obviously see from Dodogama, from his jaw, he usually eats a lot of rocks in the Elder's Recess. We can take this here and apply it to Kulve. She may not have a giant jaw like him, but her teeth are jagged just like his jaw. So, with this, and a little bit sprinkling of gold dust on her teeth, we can assume that she eats quartz mixed with gold. Now, you may be wondering, if she just eats the quartz, why doesn't she go anywhere? Well, she most likely does, and that's why she isn't here all the time. But we've seen that there are studies that says that gold grows alongside quartz. So, it's not a stretch to say that this is why she comes here a lot. It's just to get gold as armor, to eat a bit of quartz, and have the Gajalakas clean through her all cracks, creaks, and crevices, like a messed up version of a sponge. It could also be that the Gajalakas come around to clean through her teeth, not just to clean out her scales. In the ocean, there's a lot of things like this, but the most famous are cleaning stations or reefs that sharks, whales, all types of animals stop by. The fish clean off the bacteria, dirt, grime, maybe even sea lice from the big animals that can't reach it. And in return, they don't get eaten, killed, or chased off. Seems like a fair trade, right? Well, maybe that's the same thing Kulve has with the little Gajalakas. They clean her off, and she gives them protection. And that was the goddess of gold herself, Kulve Taroth. Now, again, I apologize for the video taking so long, but you see, there was a spa day, and Lagiacrus was there. Long story short, we're happy to make the video. Sorry it's so short, but we'll have better videos coming soon-ish, whenever we upload again. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we might have the upload schedule of Internet Historian. We'll try not to, but no promises.